Imagine you're in London, Piccadilly Circus, year 1900. The air smells of coal and horses. Coaches ride past lavish Baroque buildings. Fast forward around 10 years. The air smells of gasoline and metal. Cars circle around the square. Shortly after, people have forgotten what coaches were. They weren't a mode of transport anymore. They were somewhere back there in history. Cars would have taken over entirely. This change marked the end of the Industrial Revolution. Now is the year 2025. Many people still use browsers, although some are shifting to large language models like ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, and Claude. Similarly, in 10 years, most people will be using AIs, then searching online to find information. Googling will become a dead term. US and China are in an active AI arms race, trying to get the best computer chips and the best language learning models first. We can't even keep up with the changes. AI goes so fast, the human mind cannot comprehend the amount of data it's learning every second. Every second, it learns more than we could learn in one day. It could read a novel in just under 1 minute. It is important that when we look at the history of AI, we need to understand that it all started simply in 1951 with a simple checkers program built to entertain kids. Then it evolved. The advances in programming made large things possible, and in the 90s, AI showed us that we are not as good as we thought we were. In 1994, checkers champion Marianne Tinsley, who was considered to be the best player ever, lost to a simple computer program named Chinook. In 1997, world chess champion Garry Kasparov, who swore he would never lose to a machine, lost to IBM's Deep Blue. And more recently, in 2016, Lee Sedol, a Go player who was the best at the time, lost to Google's AlphaGo. Again and again, humans were proven to be worse than machines. But is that bad? Well, I can assure you that Tinsley died 2 years after the match. Garry Kasparov accused IBM of cheating, and Lee Sedol just left the game the second he lost the match. He never came back to Go ever again. Humans really don't know how to take defeat well. AIs are much better than us at calculating. They're much faster learners, they're more accurate, and they're fairer in their decisions. AIs help us in every second of our lives. When I want to study chess or I play a game of chess, I ask an AI to analyze it and explain stuff for me. When I solve a problem, I ask AI to double check it. When I have a question, AI can answer within seconds. So why is AI bad? Well, AI can make us lazier and dumber, but that is really not the case. If we use it correctly, and by correctly, I mean we look at what it gives us, we analyze it, we search for sources, we make AI the better form of the internet. For example, when I play chess, I ask a chess AI named Stockfish to analyze my game. I can just look at the statements and give me, like, this move was bad, maybe that move was a bit better, that move was good. If I just look at that, I haven't done anything. But if I ask Stockfish, what could have I done better at that moment? Did I make a blunder? Did I make a mistake? And I look at all the variations and the trees of moves it shows me. I learn a lot. Chess was never as accessible as it is today, greatly thanks to AI. AIs are better than us and something we're really terrible at. That is handling large amounts of data. That is why they can make you an essay really fast because they have all the essays in the world and they can just compose it into a coherent, small paragraph in which they explain a topic to you, and it feels like you understand everything after just a few words. They have all the information about many things, and they learn it really fast. That is why AI are better drivers, better judges at court, and are better in things where you need to learn a big amounts of data. They're better lawyers, because when you're a lawyer, you need to learn a lot of the laws, and AIs know them very well, and know all of the cases, and they can judge at court. The procedures will be much faster and much better. Now, I think when AIs will do all that dirty work, many human jobs will be replaced. But those humans who will be replaced will have more interesting things to do. AI will do the dirty work for us, and the humans, which will be replaced by AI, will have more creative, more interesting problems to solve. For example, when AI will be busy driving cars, let's say these same humans can be solving climate change or pollution or other problems which will definitely arise. AI will take jobs from us, but it will also create new opportunities for those who will adapt. Our responsibility in all of this as humans is to remain human. It turns out it's not as easy as it sounds. When AI can do 90% of the work for you, learn anything in 1 minute, or create art, or solve complex mathematical problems, we really don't feel like talking, thinking, or even exploring something, taking up new challenges. The relationships which humans have built until now will vanish if you just focus on AI and the boring friends. It is important for us as humans to keep the connections, to develop, to grow, to follow our ambition and passion, and become a better version of ourselves every day. We need to learn, improve, challenge ourselves mentally, and this way we can combat AI. Just as people in 1900 Piccadilly Circus were seeing the world change from horses to cars, we now are seeing the world change from humans to machines. The question is not whether we can keep up. The question is whether we can survive this change and stay human. Thank you.